from Jehovah Witness that came to give me this memorial. It's a memorial of I can't take. I'm just here getting some sun. Hey. And some people from Jehovah Witness came to give me a pamphlet to celebrate memorial. Memorial of the death of Christ. When people say memorial, it's too personal. It's like somebody close to you died. So, I mean, words are everything. Words can brainwash you. And I think this is just one way that religion just brainwashes people, because, you know, when you do a memorial of somebody, usually we do it with somebody who is very close to us. But, you know, Christ is not even dead yet. He's not even dead. So, words can brainwash you. So I'd be like, oh, it's the memorial of Christ. Let me go. I'm not going. But nice try. People don't know. Just Bob, how are you doing? Tell me. How's your day going? Oh, this is my wicked mug. Did I show you guys my wicked mug? Good. So nice to get some sun. I don't like motorcycles that are noisy, ruining my day. I just want to get some sun. And this motorcycle car sometimes makes so much noise. You said hi, love. Hi. Oh, I feel so good. My doctor says I need more vitamin D. I need the sun. hard. Okay, I'm taking my lemon tea. Okay. Today I'm just grateful. I am so grateful. My doctor was telling me that I have a little bit of high cholesterol. I think my cholesterol is, he said, my cholesterol is 190, which means that it's a little bit high. But to be honest, I understand. I haven't been working out. I've been a little bit lazy. Not just like this month, but even last year. I think last year was a little bit stressful for me. Like I really had a stressful year last year because I was a little bit sick. My neck, I have this thing on my neck, kind of like a lump. But what I think it is, I think it's lymph nodes. Sometimes when they don't drain very well because you're sleeping on one side. But anyway, they're going to fix the cause of that soon. But a lot of it is I noticed it myself. A lot of the health problems that I have is when I'm inactive and I'm lazy and I'm not like working. And okay, winter does make me a little bit like lazy, but it's really movement. Movement is health. Hmm? Hmm? I know what you're saying, like just moving, yeah. Just moving your body is health. Movement alone is health. Getting some sun is health. So a lot of these jobs that we don't like manual labor jobs where like people are working outside and they're working like, let's say like men who do a lot of like construction, they are usually outside working and they're getting some sun, and usually they are working with groups. So, you know, that company is also good for their mental health to work in company and to also get some sun and do vigorous like things. It's actually good for the body to work. The problem with those jobs over time is that they wear down the body because most of these men, they are not well educated, so they just overwork their body. They don't take into account proper nutrition, and also if they're not using the right gear to protect, let's say, their eyes or their joints, the work can become dangerous over time. But ideally, it shouldn't be a if they understood nutrition and they understood, you know, um, because they are in an ideal environment, they're getting some sun, they're working out, so they're doing that, they're moving the body, movement. Again, here we see like movement, just moving your body, just moving it around, whether you're cleaning your house, you're cleaning your car, you're gardening, you're running, or you're at the gym, or you're painting a house. Just movement is very good for the body and for the mental health. That creates what do you call it again, this word, what the hell, like longevity and youthfulness. It creates youthfulness and longevity when you move your body. So dancing, I think dancing is probably one of those things that we should do for life, just because dancing is like dancing to music not only conditions the mind and the body to move in a happy way, but when you train the body to be happy, over time it becomes happy. So getting into a dance where you're celebrating, dancing, you're moving the body and training it to move in a happy way is a really healthy. Probably one of the best things that you can do for your body, because you're moving it, and then you're probably having a dance partner, and then there's music. Dancing is so good for the brain. When we are talking about mental health, they are not telling us the things that actually make people happy and live longer. And if you think about music, and I'm not talking about like this dirty music that calls women bitches and stuff like that. I'm just talking like really good music. Music is good. Dancing is good. So if you're wondering like what is one thing that I can do to change my life to make it a little bit happy, getting into dance. And you don't even have to dance like a choreographed dance. It's just any dance. You can dance to be happy, just for the sake of your own happiness. So that's one of the things that I have learned. Like happiness is really like you train the body to be happy. It's about training the body to be happy. There's some wind coming through, which I am happy because it's kind of hot around here. It's just like the sun, it's clear, it's a clear sky today. So it's going to be a little hot, but having the wind blow, it's nice because it's not cold. It's not like cold air. It's just still warm. And I'm enjoying the sun. So tell me, what are the things that you think that you can train your body to be happy? Remember, we are always creating a program. And this is what I train about mental health. If you always like listening to me talk about mental health is about creating a program, and then once the body gets that program, it starts to use that program automatically. For example, when I didn't know how to drive a car, I always thought like, how do people drive the car? Like so quickly, they're doing stuff. And one of my friends, he was telling me, one time you'll be so good at driving the car, you'll be putting on lipstick and you're driving. And I'm like, I don't think I can be so good at doing that. But I trained myself over time. I got my license and I put more hours driving to work, driving to school, doing stuff. And the more I drove, the more I became comfortable with the wheel. And sometimes I drive home and I'm like, I don't even know how I got here. I sometimes put lipstick when I'm still driving. I'm just doing those things, but it's the program that I created that I can drive a car now, and I can do whatever that I need to do. Now that I know how to drive a car, there are things that I can do. Obviously, I don't want to text and drive. That's not the goal. But that's what I learned about mental health. What I learned is that you can train your body and create that program. And then that program becomes so good that it's just automatically that it blesses your life. Like you can learn how to dance, and then you can become very good at dancing, that every time your body listens to music, you find yourself that you're moving to the music, right? That's how we train the brain. That's exactly how you train the brain. You train the brain, you can train the brain how to cook good food and spices, the smell of them, how they taste. And over time, your body can tell, like this is a healthy spice, this is a dangerous spice. You automatically have that program. And that's the same with happiness. You can train your body to figure out happiness, what makes you happy, and to put yourself back into that state of happiness when you feel like you're not happy. For example, I started doing these things like when I feel like my body is not, like I'm withering inside, I'll go get an IV infusion, or I'll go to the beach and get some sun just laying down. Because over time I figured that when I'm not feeling well is because I probably haven't gotten some sun, or my B vitamins are low, or my body cannot just feel bad out of the blue unless sometimes I'm very nutrient deficient, like I'm struggling getting nutrition in my body. So And I figured like when I do like IV treatments, my body gets what it wants and then I'm happy. So um, I figured that I can learn how to do things. I can learn how to manage my happiness, putting my body back to where it needs to be to feel happy and safe. And once you learn those things, you become very good at reprogramming yourself and like researching your body, kind of like rearranging yourself, because you can all go into highs and lows of life. So the trick is to know when you're here at the low, what do you need to do to get back to the top? Sometimes for me, I've noticed most of the times when I'm feeling like this here low is nutrition, really, is because I don't have enough food in my system. I don't have enough nutrition in my system. So I figured out that low is because sometimes it's food. Just like I haven't been eating well. So my body is screaming like I need food, I need nutrition, I need vitamins, I need stuff, right? I need vitamin D, I need vitamin B, whatever. Sometimes it's just food, like you haven't been eating well, and that's why the body is kicking you out of balance. Sometimes it's just sleep. Sometimes you binge watch a lot of TV, a lot of television, you're scrolling on YouTube, Instagram, you're not sleeping, you're listening to all these stories, then you go to Netflix and then you're binge watching your favorite series, and then you're not sleeping well, and then you start feeling groggy, tired, unmotivated. It's really just because truly you kicked yourself out of balance because your body is not going in that rhythm of the circadian rhythm of day and night. It's not getting enough rest. And obviously, if it doesn't get enough rest, guess what? The body is going to be like, I don't like you. I'm going to make you feel so bad until you give me the sleep that I need. That's how the body works. So it's good to kind of like learn how to read your body. That's what I noticed. It's nice to know how to read your body so that you know how to get yourself back to balance. I'll tell you one of the things that I noticed. I noticed like right after my period, and I'll take like 1 week after my period, it's like after my period is when the body realizes that something is wrong. During, my body doesn't realize, but after 3 to 4 days, it's like that's when my body realizes something is off, and then I start feeling like tired, moodless. I'm in a bad mood, I don't know. And that's when I realized, like, okay, you've been losing blood for a woman. You've been losing blood like during that 1 week. Of course, you're nutrient deficient. You don't realize it, but you don't have enough nutrients because you just lost a lot of blood in the month. And then, of course, your body is healing because there's a lot of breaking down that has happened. You kind of like have a wound that needs to be healed. And most of us don't even think about, at that time, taking things that can help our body heal, because you're literally not feeling well. You've been sick, something like you've been losing blood. It's kind of like if I catch you right here and you started bleeding, you'd be like, oh, I need to attend to that. But we never think of it like that way. Like we are losing a lot of blood, nutrients, our body hormones are changing during that month. We don't really realize that it's like something is shocking your system. And that's when I realized, I started watching my body and I started realizing, just like 4 days after, my mood just goes down. Like I am moodless, I don't want to talk to people, I'm kind of like, I've had it. And I realized like that is a good time for me to have like my B vitamins, to do, maybe even if it's an infusion, to do my B vitamins to help my body recover, get some pain meds, things to cool off my system. I can take some B6 to elevate my mood, because at that time, like, my moods are very low. So when you train yourself to know, like, oh, my mood is low, I can take B6, or I can take some B12 vitamins, or I need like D3. Kind of like when you start realizing what you're needing with your body, it's so good because it helps you go back to the state of homeostasis, go back to balance. Because we are always losing that balance. You will notice, like, especially you're a woman, you will not be even keeled all the time in your mood, in how you're feeling about life. You will go up, down, up, down, up, down. And the thing is, you want to put a balance. You want to create some sense of balance. And that you have to train yourself to understand what the body needs. You just have to train your body to figure out when you're in balance and when you're out of balance. Nobody can teach you this. These are things that you just have to practice over time and become good at it. That's why I always say, sometimes it's because you're out of balance because you did not work out. Sometimes you're out of balance because you're not having enough sleep. Sometimes you're out of balance because you don't have enough nutrients. Sometimes you're out of balance because you don't have goals or things that inspire you or things that you want to achieve, and you can end up feeling like you're not headed anywhere, like depressed, like stuff like that. Those are things that I noticed with myself. It's like whenever I feel like I'm a loser, things are not going well, I feel out of balance. Whenever I haven't eaten well, I feel out of balance. Whenever I haven't worked out, I feel out of balance. And kind of like trying to get to that balance, trying to get back to that balance is our daily struggle. It's really our daily struggle. But the thing is, it's kind of like becoming your own doctor. It's kind of like becoming your own doctor. And you realize, oh, I'm out of balance. Maybe I need to go talk to my friends to get yourself back to balance. I'm out of balance. Kind of like when a baby is crying, most of us, we don't know what to do when the baby is crying. There's a lot of things that the baby needs when they start crying. Is maybe they need somebody to change them. Maybe they need some food. Maybe they need some sun. Maybe they need somebody to sing and play with them. Babies are demanding, but they'll cry when they need attention. They'll cry when they need somebody to play with them. They'll need food. They'll cry. They just keep crying. But as we get older, our bodies, when we start learning how to talk and express ourselves, our body still wants us to listen to how we feel so that we can get it the things that it needs. And when you're not listening to the body, it starts taking away dopamine from you, and it starts making you feel bad and kind of sick and moody. And that's when you realize, oh, my body is communicating to me by taking happiness away from me so that I can give it what it needs. It could be nutrients. It could be company of friends. It could be that it needs some sun. It could be that it needs some movement and exercise. It could be that it needs ideas and things to propel it forward. It's just going to take that kind of like dopamine away from you, from the synapse, and it will only release that dopamine when you give it food. Kind of like when you are hungry and low of sugar, you become very moody. It's because the body is like, if you don't give me what I need right now, I'm going to make you feel like crap. And you're like, oh wait, I don't want to feel like crap. And the body is like, well, if you don't, I'll make you feel like crap. And that's what the body does. It makes us feel like crap when we don't give it what we need. And a lot of people, let's say, like you're working a 9 to 5 and you never go outside, you never see the sun, you're vitamin D deficient, your body is going to make you feel like crap because you don't have enough vitamins. This is just the way the body works. And once you realize, like, your body is like a baby, you just have to figure out and listen to it, what it needs. Sometimes you're thirsty, you need more water. Like for us women, sometimes we don't drink a lot of water and we end up getting headaches. And like for me, for a long time, I still don't like drinking a lot of water, but I realized, like, hey, if you want the headaches to go away, your body is telling you it needs hydration. You just have to listen to your body. You just have to always listen to your body and figure out what's working for you and what's working. You figure out the patterns and the cycles that your body is going through. Like for me, I know a week after my period, things will go down. I know I'll feel moody, I'll feel I'm lost, I'm confused, I need vitamins, I need stuff, right? That week, I know it's my low week. I know for sure 1 week after like 2 or 3 days after my period, I know that I'm going to go into a slump, like just mood wise. I already know that. So those days, I make sure I get some sun. I call my friends, I arrange things in the calendar so that I'm out there having fun, getting some sun. I do my vitamins then, like I get into the pattern of understanding my body. That's because when you're able to manage your body, you're able to manage other things in your body. When your body is out of balance, it's it's very easy to destabilize other things in your life. It's just that easy to just destabilize things in your life. Let me see. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I'm going to go help my friend pack because she's moving, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you're here by tomorrow, let's talk. I am a mental health coach. I'll teach you so many things that you can do to help your body and to get back to the place that you want to be. Everything is possible. Everything is possible, love. So let's talk tomorrow. I love you, and God bless you. Mwah.